Hey guys, it is finally time for my Zelda 2 The Adventures of Link review. It took me absolutely forever, and I've been taking a break lately, and I haven't been proud of it, but... So, I'm finally back here, reviewing Zelda 2 The Adventures of Link on the NES. So I'm really sorry I'm recording this on Wednesday now, and you'll probably be watching this on Thursday. So, anyways... Okay, so now we're going to talk about the design. Let me think of what there is to say. Okay, first of all, let's talk about just the overall concept of the design here. So obviously, it's a 2D platformer thing, RPG. It's a 2D platformer RPG. It's... I can't really say anything else but that. Well, the story's pretty weird, actually. So pretty much this curse has been put on Zelda so that she falls asleep, and now he's got to go and collect and take all these little crystal thingies that, I don't know, they're supposed to be like the Triforces or something. Yeah, they are the Triforces. Back to these templates and put them all back there, and that will stop Ganon from returning. And isn't that a weird story? You're not actually stopping Ganon. So, in the first one, you go to collect all these Triforces, then you're like, oh, now I'm just gonna go and put them all back. What's the point of doing it? But anyways, next, there's the music to talk about. Now, a lot of people hate the music in this game. They're insane. The music in this game is awesome. I don't care what you say, I love the music in this game. It's absolutely amazing. Let me see. Like, I don't know, I just love it. The music's so amazing. Well, it's not amazing, but I definitely enjoyed it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, now we're going to talk about controls here. So pretty much, it's your basic stuff. You walk left and right, the A button's jump, the B button's sword. You get the idea, right? Well... I'm trying to think about this. And, like, the shield, you can crouch to, like, shield your bottom half and whatnot. And that's pretty important. Like, there are gonna be those guys who, like, trying to shoot something or hit you from below and you gotta crouch and use your shield in there. I really like the controls. They're sturdy, they're solid. There's this one level where, like, the platforms are slippery and they try to get you to fall into the lava. I had a super fun time playing that. Even though it was insanely frustrating, there was fun. So, I don't really know what else I could say about the controls. Oh yeah. Big problem here. Huge problem. The select button is how you use your magic. Now, I guess that sort of makes sense that, like, because the NES only had 4 buttons on it. Start, select, A, and B. So, it really... They could have figured something out. Like, it didn't have to be select. Like, it works out fine. Especially because I'm playing it on the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition on my Nintendo GameCube, so I can press the select button really easy, because on Collector's Edition it's the Y button, so I'm pretty much good with that, but still. If you're going to use a Wii mode, it's going to be a bit hard. Speaking of hard, this game came 9th in Game Trailer's hardest games ever. Which, I don't believe that. Like, this game is challenging, but it's not insanely hard. Like, there are lots of harder games out there. This is probably one of the more popular, harder games out there, but still, it's not that hard. Because the problem a lot of people have with it is why everybody apparently hates the game is not so much the platformer, but the RPG parts. Believe it or not, it is an RPG game in some sorts. When you're on the overworld map, it is sort of like RPG. You're walking around, you step into a bush or the forest, then these little enemy icons will pop up. If you have a collision in them, you'll enter this little room area where you can either choose to fight the enemies to gain experience points, or just leave right away if you're not in the mood to fight. And you will want to take your time. You can level up any 3 of your assets at any time, so you get to choose whether you want to level up your life, your magic, or your sword and sword's attack. So I really like how they let you customize what you want to have at what time. And yeah. Okay, so now we've got the gameplay / value segment. Now, as I've already explained, this is a game that a lot of people don't like because they don't have any patience whatsoever and they can't stand to do the platformer fight. And they hate the frustrating platformer parts even though they're super fun and the engine runs extremely smooth. And personally, I love this game. I just think it's amazingly fun. It's nowhere near as good as, like, the over-the-top Zelda games, but it's a billion times better than any of the 3D Zelda games. But then again, this is coming from the guy who loves Wii music, but hates Street Fighter 2, so I'm gonna understand, like, that hardly anyone out there will agree with me. I also hate Metroid and love this game. So that's pretty much all I really ought to say. Value, there are some secrets in there. There's not a whole lot, but there definitely are some secrets to go back there and find. And the first time you play, it's gonna give you a good, especially for $5. It's an amazing deal for $5. Fun game. I really enjoyed it. And let me think of what I'm gonna review this game. Okay, got it here. In opinion, this game is an 8.5. In quality, this game is an 8. And in total, this game is a buy. And this is Super K-Man 20 saying,